Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
I think there are perceptions that people believe things are changing and have changed, and they just aren't.
North Dakota lawmakers are trying to bridge a wage gap between genders. Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
The bill will improve equal pay between men and women and also update the 50-year-old law. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop investigates what this bill does and why some feel that it's essential to have it in this booming state.
Pay policy in North Dakota since 1965. Nowadays, some people think the pay gap doesn't happen.
What do they say on the paperwork? They say equal opportunity, equal pay. So how I feel is men are not getting paid more and women are not getting paid more.
Other people disagree and say it's still an issue.
Age old, it's always been that way. I don't think it's changed. I know there's a lot of talk about changing it and trying to make it equal. I don't think it's happening.
But according to the National Women's Law Center, the wage gap with men and women is still happening. According to the survey, in North Dakota, a full-time working woman makes only 70 cents for every dollar a man makes.
Pay discrimination exists, and it is a problem, and we need tools to help address that problem.
The North Dakota Women's Network strongly supports the bill and says it helps people understand the law.
That we have a 2-year statute of limitations, but it never really clarified when that 2 years begins when the discrimination happens. And then there's additionally, you could file in district court. Before, the law didn't really say exactly where the filing can take place.
If passed, this bill allows businesses to pay differently to the opposite sex if factors are involved such as education, training, or experience. We reached out to the Fargo-Moorhead West Fargo Chamber to see where they stand on the issue. Their group has not discussed it yet. The Greater North Dakota Chamber president said they support the bill since it mainly updates a current law. The bill is still in the Senate committee and won't be voted on until next week. Stephanie?
All right, Ashley, thank you. Another bill going through the Senate would also help address the wage gap, and it would prohibit employers from firing or disciplining employees from discussing how much they get paid.
A lawsuit may be brewing following the shooting of a man by a UND police officer in Grand Forks last weekend. David Elliott was shot in the parking lot of the All True Hospital early Saturday morning following a high-speed chase and ramming a police vehicle. He's recovering from 6 gunshot wounds, including one to the face. Today, his wife Jennifer confirmed that she has an attorney and that her husband did not have a weapon when he was shot. The UND officer who shot Elliott was also identified as Officer Jared Broughton. He remains on paid administrative leave pending the internal investigation. Broughton has been with the University of North Dakota Police Department since October of 2013. 3 Grand Forks police officers are also on paid administrative leave. Authorities say this is due to the emotional impact of the incident on them. None of the 3 were involved in the shooting, just the pursuit.
Tonight, we might be seeing one of the last below zero temperatures that we are starting to see spring a little bit coming into the picture here. Hutch, what do you have for us this evening?
Well, this evening is going to be a cold one once again, but I say this with a smile because I know that this cold air mass that has infiltrated all the way down into Texas, where it's freezing in Dallas, and single digits is all we can muster this afternoon here in the northern plains. Dangerous wind chills tonight with winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. We'll have those wind chills dipping down into the 30s below zero. There's your wind chill advisory once again. Air temperatures this evening will be below zero before we talk again on Valley News Live at 10. I'm smiling because I have good news about our weather for the remainder of our work week, including some warmth, some sunshine, all those details in a few moments.
I think we're all looking forward to that now.
I'm sure you are.
Okay, thanks, Hutch.
7 gang members from the North Minneapolis area face felony drug charges after operating a crime ring stretching all the way to Fargo. They're accused of transporting and selling crack cocaine in the area.
Well, Valley News Team's Bradford Eric sheds light on how the 2 major interstates converging right here create the perfect setting for drug pushers.
Many people probably don't recognize that the Fargo-Moorhead area is probably one of the larger or the largest metro area between Minneapolis all the way to Seattle.
That means a larger population center, a larger appetite for drugs, and the realization from gangs that they can make more money operating here than in, say, the Twin Cities.
People that are engaged in criminal activity, working as a gang, they come forward with trafficking narcotics, they traffic, human traffic through our area. This is being proven on a regular basis with the cases that are made.
Two major arteries, Interstates 29 and 94, cut right through the FM area, meaning there are plenty of places to set up shop, too. The Moorhead PD has officers on 2 different task forces, and they regularly execute search warrants.
Seizing large amounts of narcotics and seizing money that's associated with it is something that is pretty regular.
In Moorhead, Bradford Eric, Valley News Live.
The Moorhead Police Department says that if you suspect any drug activity going on in your neighborhood, be sure to report it to them right away. And if you ever need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, just call our whistleblower hotline. We'll do our very best to get to the bottom of it. Call 701-237-6576. Leave your tip with us, and a member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work exposing the truth.
A frightening day for parents and kids near a Fargo bus stop. Parents calling police saying a man was exposing himself to kids living in the Buena Vista trailer park. It happened on San Juan Drive in Fargo near 45th Street around 4 in the afternoon. Police say they haven't made any arrests. That case is still being investigated. Investigators say the driver involved in a deadly crash on Main Avenue in West Fargo was speeding and driving aggressively before rolling his SUV. 6 people and 3 vehicles were involved. Barampama Eda of West Fargo died at the scene. The driver of the SUV was Rawasa Elias of West Fargo. The Highway Patrol says Elias was going at least 46 miles an hour in the 30-mile-per-hour zone. The road was damp and frosty when he lost control of the SUV and crossed the median into oncoming traffic. The SUV rolled and Eda was killed from sustained injuries. That case has been forwarded to the state's attorney's office to determine if charges will be filed.
A new law makes Minnesota parents take some more responsibility for training some of the most dangerous drivers on our roads, teenagers. Statistics show that during their first year on the road, teen drivers are 10 times more likely to get into a crash than other drivers. The new law works like this. Before teens can even take their driving test, parents will now be asked to take a safe driving class regarding teen drivers. Parents will also be required to keep a log of some time spent in the car with their child behind the wheel.
It only requires 40 hours of logged time, 15 hours of which have to be in the evening. If you don't sit through a parent supplemental course, you have to log 50 hours, of which 20 hours have to be in the evening.
If you'd like more information about the new law and the necessary forms you need to have, we've got a link on our website. Head to valleynewslive.com and then click on this story.
The police chief of Holly, Minnesota has announced he's going to be stepping down from the position. That's a position he's had since fall of 2013. Jimmy Macon says he's moving back to the southern part of the U.S. to be with his family and has accepted a police chief position in a small Alabama town. His last day will be on March 24th.
If you missed it yesterday, we introduced you to McKenna Dinkle, a young woman who suffered a traumatic spinal cord injury while enjoying the snow and outdoors. Tonight, you can help her on the road to recovery. There's a benefit at Shotgun Sally's going on right now to raise money to help pay for her medical expenses. The benefit started at 4, but it will be going only for a little less than an hour until 7 p.m., so get there fast. There will be a spaghetti feed as well. Stop by, grab some dinner, and show your support. There will also be a silent auction with various donations from friends, family, and local businesses. And don't forget to like Valley News Live on Facebook to follow all the latest news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and stay informed throughout the entire day.
Later on Valley News Live at 6, beverage bottle bins for recycling coming to some FM gas stations.
And as Boston is counting snow, totaling up over 100 inches, we're pushing 16 inches for the season so far. I have some warm details in your forecast coming up right after this.